is Scott, the Fix-It Guy. We're dealing with a Maytag Neptune dryer that won't heat. It does spin, but it's not heating up, so it's probably a thermal switch. We're just going to remove these two screws and these two screws, take off the door, and then we can take the front panel off. For safety, we want to make sure that we unplug it or turn off the breaker. Usually just unplugging it is the best way to go. We already got out this one. We're going to take out the top one here. It's just a Phillips head screw. And then we got the bottom one out on the door. We'll take out the top one. That screw out. We're going to grab the door. We're going to lift it up, kind of wiggle it out. These little legs come out. Now we can take off the front panel. We're going to pull it back toward us, lift it up, off. Now we can figure out which component is not working. My suspicion would be this thermal fuse, so we're going to test it with a multi-tester. So we pulled one of the legs off. We have this set for auditory to tell us if we have a good circuit. So we're going to test this thermal switch, and that one's doing fine, so that's not the cause of our trouble. Next thing we can do is test the outside terminals of the thermostat. They're doing good, and then we have a high limit in the back. Could be our culprit. Test that. Yeah, there we go. So that one's doing fine. So it could be that the coils are wearing out and it is heating, but just not heating long enough to really dry the clothes. Probably going to end up changing out these. So we want to put it back together and then we'll watch it to see how well it heats up. So I'm going to put the door back on so that it'll keep the switch closed. Put the front panel off, but I'm going to put the door back on. So put these little legs back in, bottom, do that for the top. There we go. Close it. Okay, that's closed. Got it. Plug it back in. So we got it set for time dry. Start it up. I'm just going to stare at the igniter. Make sure it's lighting up. So the igniter is glowing, but maybe the flame is not staying on long enough to dry the clothes. Pretty common that these coils wear out. Should get about a 3-minute, 2.5 to 3 minute burn time. There's our flame. We'll just make sure that we're going to get about 2 to 3 minutes. So we only got about a 40-second burn time. Means these coils are worn out. We're going to remove them. We're going to remove 2 Phillips head screws, and these come off pretty easily. That one out. This one out. Okay, that screw out. And now we can take off this plate. It lifts right up, and then we can get these coils out. If this one comes out, I'm going to pull the connector off. It's modular, pulls right out. Get this one off, the bigger one. I'm going to pull that one apart. Got it. Clean up this area. Once I installed the new primary and secondary gas coils and plugged it back in and tested it, I still got the same result where the burn time was only about a minute. It should be about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And it turns out that the vent tube where it leaves the house was obstructed by just a lot of lint that had accumulated through the years. And here's a picture of it. When that happens, the heat cannot escape the dryer as it should, and the high limit clicks off the heating element. So once it was cleared, it worked again. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel.